4 here as we're underway. And he won't return. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cook. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. 2nd and 5. Letting one go deep for the ends. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Vikings 7, Bears 0. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Got it? 27 Mike. Mike, 27. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Ready.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yard. Back at the 17.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Johnson. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. On the draw, this is Cohen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read. Get him, get him, get him.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Set. 6-6, pull it high. Get it.
2nd and 6. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Flush to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Back to throw here. This complete to Jones. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
To Julio Jones. A gain of 29 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Let's go. 15, line it. 15 line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run it with Johnson. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 70 and switch up. Ready to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's our time. It's our time. Ready.
Off the play fake. Love. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Love. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. Drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Cook pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Go
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
80 weapon.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stop. Just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Cook following the penalty. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On play action, they'll throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Back to throw. He can run for it. And now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermittent? Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Love. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Jones. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Recon 132 Broadcast.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Vikings 14, Bears 0.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Off the play fake. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to throw. Love. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll buy some time right. Caught by Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Exit.
Hustle. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Looking for the end zone, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down. Love. That's complete to Robinson. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Draw play, Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That'll be a 44-yard boot. Just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote It's clicking off right now. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Vikings send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over.
Got it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Fire.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Draw corkers. Ready.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. Another. Really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On the ground, it's Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Third and long for Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs. Good luck to them.
Vikings 28, Bears 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They run again on first down. Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,